Hello, welcome everyone. It's a spooky Tuesday Tips Live, a Tuesday live lesson from Digital DJ Tips with me, Phil Morse. Look, if you are starting to think about your Halloween gigs, and you should be as a DJ, you've hopefully got some bookings in now, or you're planning a party, now is the time to be getting your sets together for those Halloween gigs. And so I thought it'd be fun today to talk through some top Halloween tunes that you could be playing in your sets. Now, this is our pick of the all-time best Halloween tracks to play across all kinds of dance floors. Only huge songs here. And so you're going to know most of these. I imagine you'll know nearly all of them. Even if you don't, go and have a listen to them. We'll actually post the YouTube links probably underneath this live lesson when it turns into a finished video. So if you're watching this a little bit later on the recording, there'll be a link underneath to where you can actually go and look at all the songs that we're going to look at now. But these are songs that have been proven to work on dance floors. And of course, what I want you to do is share with us your favorite Halloween themed song in the comments or in the chat if you're watching us live, and we will go to the chat live at the end and read out a few of your favorite songs as well. So I think we should get going. This is our countdown of 10-ish of our favorite Halloween tracks here in the Digital DJ Tips studios, having done a very quick poll of our team. Right, what have we got at the start of our list then? We have Murder on the Dance Floor by Sophie Ellis-Bextor. It's a very danceable song. It's a British song, so if you don't know it, go and have a listen. It's a good one. It's a very danceable song. There's lots of mentions of murder and killing in this record. There's even a Tiesto mix hanging around. So if you do need something a little bit more up-tempo, but honestly, the original is a disco classic. Sophie Ellis-Bextor has, since this record was made a bit of a name for herself as a kind of kitchen disco type DJ. She does podcasts and does radio shows and stuff that you can listen to at home because her music was very disco anyway. So you probably don't need the Tiesto remix of it. But anyway, Sophie Ellis-Bextor's Murder on the Dance Floor is our top Halloween pick, or the opening our list of our top Halloween picks. What's our next one then? Well, next on our list we have, this is Ghost Town by the Specials. Now, this is a track from the late 70s. I remember when I first heard this track, my uncle played it to me. We lived near London. Specials were actually from Birmingham, but it was an urban track. It was about inner cities. It was about the decline and decay of inner cities in the late 70s and the Depression in the United Kingdom. And if that sounds miserable, wait till you hear it if you don't know it. It is one groovy track. You would probably recognize it instantly if you don't know it, but I thoroughly recommend you give it a listen. You're going to need to pick carefully because it's a slow track. It's basically kind of reggae ska feel to it, but it's a wonderful song. Obviously, Ghost Town, you know, it's got that Halloween edge to it. It's haunting indeed. So it is a slow song. So pick your time wisely to play that one. Maybe one for your bar sets or your lounges or whatever. So I'm going to give you some more advice on playing Halloween gigs towards the end of this countdown. But anyway, as we get towards the top or the bottom of our pile of tracks for Halloween, next up we have our very own DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, A Nightmare on My Street. Of course, it is a homage to A Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's proper hip hop. Tells a story. It's a classic hip hop track. So look, sometimes you don't want to play, you know, pantomime type music just because it's Halloween, and this is one that you can just play anyway because it's a good song. So DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, A Nightmare on My Street. It is a cracker, and we're glad to feature one of our own tutors in our countdown, although we're not making any special favours. All right, let's move on then. So next in our list is the Rolling Stones, Sympathy for the Devil. Now, this is a seriously groovy song anyway. This will get everyone up on the dance floor with its bongo line and its bass line and all of that. But more than that, it's got a devil theme, right? It's an iconic dark song. It's quite long. I think it's about 7 minutes long, so do be ready to mix out if it's done its thing. But it's eminently mixable into all kinds of other things as well. There's a Primal Scream song, of course, which is very similar. Anything by Fatboy Slim will mix nicely into or out of this, but it's a belter. Sympathy for the Devil, of course, an absolute classic from the Rolling Stones. And what better time than Halloween to roll it out for your dance floors? Okay, this is probably my favourite on the whole list. Is Lullaby by The Cure. Now, this was one of those songs that if you were hanging around Ibiza in those lovely days back in the 90s, it was just one of those songs that every bar kind of played as part of their Balearic Islands kind of come down, chill out sets. But it's seriously cool. It's a great song anyway. It's going to please all kinds of people, whether they're into Halloween or not. And, you know, if Billie Eilish gets all the cred nowadays for whisper vocals, well, you have a listen to Robert Smith of The Cure, because he invented the style. It's a really great record. So Lullaby by The Cure, probably my favourite on this list, but it's not at the top of our list because this ain't all about me. If you've just joined us, we are counting down a whole set of suggestions for your Halloween DJ sets. So this is our all-time favourites, but it's our 2025 list. So there's a couple of changes in here, and there's a brand new song that's made its way quite near to the top as well this year. So these are things that you can pick from to drop a little bit of a Halloween theme into your Halloween gigs, which hopefully are coming in now. You know where you're going to be playing around the end of the month, and you're kind of ready to start planning those sets and start planning your transitions and the songs you're going to want to use. So the next one on our list is Santana's Black Magic Woman. So this is again, it's properly groovy, right? It's just one of those songs that gets people dancing, gets feet tapping, gets people smiling. But thematically, it's very appropriate, right? And it sticks on the theme all the way through. So no, it's not pantomime. No, it's not kind of cheesy and corny, but it is a great song that in certain circumstances and depending on your set could work really well for you this Halloween. And it's a belter. Also, the Fleetwood Mac original, by the way. A lot of people don't know the original of Black Magic Woman was by Fleetwood Mac, but if you didn't, you do now. Okay, moving on. So we're getting into the kind of big boys now. But this next song, I think, is just one of those songs that if you're, oh, I don't really like the idea of playing Halloween music and stuff, this is one for you because it's subtle. It is Stevie Wonder's Superstition. So Superstition, of course, the theme is Halloween, the theme is supernatural, but it's not pushing the buttons too hard, right? It's just a nod and a wink to those who know. And also it's a really great song. Really is an absolute timeless classic. So Superstition, thematically appropriate without being pantomime. Okay, another favourite of mine here. This one, you will forget how good this song is until you listen to it again and remember the chorus. It's Psycho Killer by Talking Heads. So this has just got one of those great sing-alongs that the new wave crowds are going to love, but everyone knows it. And it's got that kind of Talking Heads have this kind of high energy, twitchy, slightly nervous energy. We're going to get back to nervous in a minute, but this is a great song to drop at any time. But it certainly makes perfect sense around Halloween. Okay, we're into our top three, I think, anyway, if I've got my numbers right. So these are the really big ones. Number three, we've got Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell. This track, right from the very first second, literally from the first second, is eerie, but of course it is a real sing-along. It's at the right tempo for any dance floor, and it's just an all-time classic with the paranoia of being spied on. And of course the paranoia builds as Rockwell's whole scared thing builds throughout the song. The chorus is infectious, and it's just well deserving of the number 3 slot in our countdown this year. So number 2 is actually a brand new song. Number 2 is Lady Gaga's The Dead Dance. Again, it's really danceable. It's this generation's Murder on the Dance Floor, maybe. But it is a great song that is just going to work for you. It's current, so you don't have to dive into the archives like we have for most of these to find it. I think it's an immediate classic for the Halloween time of year. So didn't quite make it to number 1 though. And that is because our number 1, I think it's a reasonably obvious choice, is of course Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters. Again, a bit like Rockwell, Somebody's Watching Me. Literally, it's spooky from the very first note, works for all ages, everyone knows it, but it's got that massive sing-along chorus and of course a wonderful bass line down there as well, keeping it all pumping away nicely. All right, so that is our countdown of our favourite songs for your Halloween gigs. So it's time to turn off the Halloween theme now. Look at that for power, eh? Welcome back to Digital DJ Tips. Because now it's time to go over to you and to see what you think, because I've had the chat open all the way through this and lots of your comments coming in live, of course, about your favourite Halloween songs. So let's have a look at what you've got to say. If you're not with us live, hey, that's cool. Just hang around for some more suggestions from our wonderful audience who are contributing here on my live chat from the live show. So hello to everyone who's with us for this special spooky edition. And if you're wondering why we're doing it early, it's because you should be planning your Halloween DJ set right now. You should be getting the songs you want to play. Obviously, you're not going to play everything I just showed you because that covers all kinds of dance floors. You're going to pick the 2 or 3 you like, maybe a couple of other suggestions that we're about to get, and you're going to work out your transitions. You're going to work out the tracks you're going to mix in and out of them, because the best thing that you can do with songs that you maybe wouldn't otherwise play is know how you're going to get into them from the stuff you would otherwise play, and know how you're going to get out of them from the stuff you would otherwise play, right? So plan your route in and out of this kind of thing. A couple more tips in a minute about how to play these Halloween gigs, but let's go back to the chat then. So hello to all our regulars. Hello to Kesha and Mixmaster G from the Netherlands. So yeah, that's why we're doing it early, by the way. Hello, who says that it's the biggest for us, says Mixmaster G. This is the biggest single event for mobile DJs, even bigger than New Year's Eve. So yes, I agree completely with you there. It is a huge night and getting bigger. Hello to the Ruckus. Hello to Alvin in South Africa. Hello to Cal Brown, and hello to Ian, who says, I went to see I want Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince Nightmare on My Street to be a Halloween banger. I love playing DJ Shadow's Organ Donor Early Doors. Oh, that's a great song as well. Yeah, nice call there. Do keep giving us your tips and I will read them out for your favourite Halloween songs. Kesha, somebody's watching me. Yeah, with you there. Hello to Java Man. Ghost Town is awesome. Yes. Makes me think of the DJ from Father Ted, says Dave C. Oh, there's some great TV, isn't there? The Automatic Monster. Thank you to my wife, to Faye from Digital DJ Tips, for suggesting that. It nearly made it onto my list as well. If you don't know Monster by The Automatic, it's an absolute belter. Thank you for that. Oh, Paul says, I received the headphones, the Alpha Theta headphones that I won in your giveaway last month. They're amazing. Thank you to you and all the gang. Oh, well done for winning those headphones. Beetlejuice says, I am Preacher Man. What song is that? Tell me the song. I know the movie. No Thriller, says Johnny. Thriller's obviously a great track to play if you are still playing Michael Jackson. That's your call. But yeah, definitely Thriller. Thank you for suggesting that. Kesha says, I may do a mini Halloween set to post to Mixcloud. That's a good idea. Theming your sets for Mixcloud always gets more listens. One that also works is Apotheosis O Fortuna. Hell of a lot of noise. I don't know that. Thank you for that suggestion, Mixmaster G. Hall & Oates Man Eater. Oh, that's an absolute belter. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, what a cracker. Man Eater by Hall & Oates, when taken literally. I like that. The Addams Family theme track. Thank you for that, Stevie. Phantom of the Opera. Wow, that would be a definite... what's the word I'm looking for? Bold choice, I think, for a dance floor. But hey, if you can get away with it. I like Abracadabra, says Byron. Yeah, that's a good one. That's up there with kind of Superstition and stuff, isn't it? Where it's just a slight sideways look at Halloween without being too obvious. Yeah, Abracadabra. Who was that by? Steve Miller Band? I think so. Okay, that's a belter. Thank you for that. Shaggy, it wasn't me. I don't know why that would work. Byron says it works well after Rockwell. But yeah, I see what you're doing there. Skeletons in the Closet by Alice Cooper, says Mike. The Scat Brothers, Walk the Night. I don't know that, Benny. Thank you for that. Fela Kuti, Zombie. Of course, you could have the Cranberries Zombie as well there. You've just reminded me of that. The Monster Mash Redrum, says DJ Mike Nice. A good place to look for Halloween tunes is download pools and DJ download sites, because they think about this and they put themed packs together and playlists where you can kind of get a few in one place. And as you say, they do redrums and they do versions of songs that maybe you couldn't normally get away with, but you can get away with because they've made a version that's useful. So a few other tips. Let's just give you a few other tips for your Halloween DJ sets. So we've already offered a few of them. Look, don't overpack your DJ set with Halloween themed tunes. People have not come for that, so don't overpack it. Unless, of course, it is a dress up zombie night or whatever. Think about the way the radio handles Christmas, right? You don't expect to hear a Christmas song, every song on the radio at Christmas time, even on Christmas Day. And so think about the way they handle it and the frequency that they play. Maybe one in the beginning, one at the middle, and one at the end of your set is fine. If you're going to play a song that you really want to play for Halloween, but it just doesn't suit your style, but you think it will work, then a good tip is to save it for the very last song of the night, because you can kind of get away with something at the end of the night that everyone sings along to and that maybe isn't what you've been playing until that point. So there's another tip there as well. But definitely less is more with this stuff. Don't think that you have to kind of like make your whole set about Halloween. It's not often a good idea. So yeah, a few more tips there. Right, what else are you saying? You could also include Hit Me With Your Rhythm Stick by Ian Jury and the Blockheads. Says Mixmaster G, thank you for that. Houdini, Haunted House of Rap. That's a great one. Thanks to the Ruckus. I just play dark down tempo anyway. Is that just what you do, Catherine? So your sets stay the same all year round? Anyway, dark down tempo. Sounds good. I'd go to that. Okay, what else have we got? Freaks Come Out at Night by Houdini. So we've also got... what else have we got? What have we missed here? The Who's Boris the Spider. I don't know that one, but thank you for that. Okay, I think we've probably pulled most of them off the list there. I hope we have done anyway. I'm pretty sure we have. Grimly Fiendish by The Damned. Oh yes, there was a song. I'm not sure it's that danceable. Werewolves of London by the Black Velvet Band. Their version of it is dancier than Warren Zevon's, says Mr. Sheridan. So thank you for that. And Kesha says, I like Lullaby too. Lullaby is a wonderful song. It certainly is. Right, listen, this has been a spooky special edition of our Tuesday live lesson. As I say, we will put the list of these songs either on the website or just directly underneath this when we tidy this up for its evergreen version that will live on the internet forever. So have a look around for that. But wherever you're playing this Halloween, keep it spooky, keep it danceable, have fun. Come back and let us know how you got on, and maybe add your songs to this list some time in the future that hasn't happened yet, when you come across stuff that works at Halloween. Meanwhile though, from me, Phil, here in the studio, get good, get out there, but watch your backs and make the moments. I'll see you again next time. Bye.